Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the last video I've told you, or I've spoken to you about how to get the nursing registration license in Hungary. The AEEK is the health authority, and then I was talking or walking you through the eligibility criteria and what is chamber registration, for whom it is necessary. If you want to work in Hungary, this is necessary to have your chamber registration license. But before you reach out to MESZK or AEEK, you need to check your credentials at this very website, enkk.hu, and I'll show you how to do that first. And then in this video I'll also show you which forms to fill, where to find those, and in case you want to work abroad, what is the process, right? Okay, let's get started. So the first website I was talking to you about is enkk.hu. Then you go to this website and enter your enkk.hu has changed, maybe. That was the kereshu.enkk.hu, so I'll have to change it. Very sorry about that because I've made a mistake a bit. KERESO dot, okay, this is important to put, kereshu.enkk.hu. okay, then you go to this website. I'll definitely put the link in the description box, and here you can enter your name. Let's say I don't know, if this was a name, and then I do this to the slide bar and I search, right, and it says there is no person suitable for the search. This is automatically translated, otherwise this page is in Hungarian, so you might want to consider auto translation here. Or I can also put any random name, because Hungarian, Martin is a Hungarian name, and you can check so many people. These are the registration number, etc. Since it's public data, I'll just maybe view the data sheet. You can click here and you can check which university that person graduated from, if this license is valid, and for how long. So that was about it. It's enkk.hu this time. Let's close it. For the application, let's talk about it. This is the application form. It's for clinical health workers as well, which is including nurses, etc. Before filling the application, read the instruction first, the one which we have been going through, so it's better to read it first, right? Basic operational registration number. It comes, right, you don't know what it is, right? It comes from here. It's from here, Kereshu, this link. Okay, let's say as I had this exemplary name here, any name, and which number do I need? For example, this is me, right? If it is my name here, then this is my Nilvartartashisam, right? Basic registration number. That's what it is needed to write here. You print it out, handwrite it, and then scan and send it to them by email. Name on your ID card and passport, your surname and your given name, name at birth. If it is the same, you can write it again, or just double forward slash it. And then mother's maiden name, place and date of birth, sex, gender, nationality. During the health activity, I would like to use your name or your name at birth. I'd like to use title doctor. If you are a doctor, then you say yes. If not, then just click no. Registered address. Your address has to be inserted here. Your mailing address, if it is different from registered address, right? So all these things that you have to put. If you are retired, yes, no, just write no. Email address and the phone number. Subject of application, what you are, just click your profession. For example, in the case of nurses or physiotherapists or midwives, it will be other specialist training, and then you write here like physiotherapist or a registered nurse, anything. The subject of request, please put on X before the request case. It is first registration, renewal, registration of new application, etc. And you will choose most probably the first registration. If it is your second time or third time, you know what to choose, right? It's easier, like you're just trying to renewing your application by that time. I present my application in the following qualification, which is like BSc in whichever you have done. Detail of the qualification, so the diploma certificate, your title of the diploma, here you will write, let's say BSc in nursing and patient care. A number of the diploma, it's written at the I think top right corner of the certificate. Issuing body, which will be like your university's name. Place and date of issue, which will be the city and the date it was printed, right? Language of training, if it was Hungarian, French, English, German, Spanish, anything, you just write here. No stratified, recognized by it's not, I think, what I know about, because this is a bit updated form. I guess you might want to ask for it by email or just leave it blank. Number of recognition, oh, I think it's when you have your qualification done by an international institute, then you go ahead and apply for the recognition in Hungary. But in our case, I don't think we require this. Place and date of recognition, nostrification. So these three options are not really applicable to Hungarian earned degrees. So again, if you have another diploma or another certificate, you write here as well, but most probably you'll have just one and you're applying for just one license. You'll leave that. And then specialist qualification, if you have done any specialist training like intensive care, emergency, or any other unit, then you will also write here, or any vocational diploma or certificate. Not a big requirement here, but in case you have, you can report that as well. Name of qualification, anything like number, if you have one, if you have two, you can put more, even 3, 4, you see. So now that's the part, right? Number 3, membership of the chamber. If you want to work in Hungary, then you will say, yes, I have the membership of the chamber. In a moment, I'll show you how to get there. If yes, the name of the chamber, for example, for the nurses and physiotherapists, or I think dietitians, and also for the midwives, it will be MESZK, or Hungarian National Healthcare Professionals Chamber. You can write the name in Hungarian or in English as well. If yes, then beginning of the chamber. Well, I'm okay. When the started, when your registration is starting, right, would be, I think, some days, fewer days before the AEEK application. If you are really applying to work in Hungary, then you might have taken the chamber registration very recently, so you'll just put the date. And when the chamber registration is expiring, once you get the card or the certificate, it tells you your beginning and the expiry date. So here it says, if you don't have the chamber registration, then you read this. It says, I'm a health worker with foreign citizenship and I don't intend to work in the area of health in Hungary. Permission for the health activity. Certificate of Hungarian operational registration is only necessary due to the recognition of professional qualification abroad. I attach the declaration of foreign citizens about the working out of Hungary to the application form. So in this case, if you don't want to work in Hungary, you don't have to fill all these details. You just have to sign a simple declaration that you wouldn't work in Hungary. If you speak more than another, like more languages, you can put here like which languages you speak, and if you have taken any exams. For example, in my case, let's say it was advanced, I wrote English here, and maybe professional, general. This doesn't matter really, because once you have filled out all these things, it's not really necessary or obligatory to put these things on, but you can definitely, if you wish, issuing body, for example IELTS, issuing date, and everything, you can write this and the number of the language certificate. If you speak more than one, then of course go ahead and fill all these out. Declaration, again, I apply to the National Health Service Center. This is make my first registration into the operational chamber or registration. This is the first, I think this is what we need to mostly click. If you are coming back to the chamber, you know what to choose from. A renewal of my operational license. If your license was stolen, you can do that, or extended. There are so many options to choose from, but if you are coming first time and you never had a registration with the chamber, then choose this one. Other thing is that you declare that that you have a clean criminal record, right? Then you contribute to the National Health Chamber, you wouldn't do any harm, right? And you are not under effect of any decree or any legislation declaring that you are unfit to pursue the healthcare activity permanently due to your health condition. If you are, declare it. If not, then you click this one. I contribute to the health service center, verifies dates which have been declared by me in the application form. Yes, they can verify whichever dates of the diploma or the membership license, like chamber license dates you have indicated. They have to double check it, they will verify it, and you're just agreeing for that. Hereby declare that out of Hungary I've never worked. I worked in the area of health. I'm working now in the area of health. So most probably if you're leaving and you've never worked abroad, then you choose this one. Choose, of course, according to your case and according to the law for this country. I have clean criminal record. I'm not under the effect of non-appealable sentence imposed for a criminal offense suspending the healthcare activity. So that's that. And then finally, you are here. It says hereby declare that the information contained in my application are true and correct at the moment of signing. And then you are writing your city's name and also the date in this format. Your signature, you will put your signature here. Without the signature of the application, it is not valid and unacceptable. That's it. The application can be sent by post as required letter to this, and also at the personal customer service. Once again, double check, because of COVID situation, they have limited their office hours. So if you really want to go by person, then do ask them at this email, right? And also you are submitting your 3,000 forints at this bank account, right? You can do online transfer, and that's how you fill and submit your AEEK license registration. Okay, on the other hand, you also have to send, if you don't want to work in Hungary, you do have to sign this declaration that was mentioned here. I'll show you. Okay, well, okay, I don't know where it is. Oh, here. So it asks you, if no, then sign this declaration form, right? Where do you sign it? And you just attach this declaration form with the original application and you'll be good to go. So this is the declaration form. It says it's for foreign citizens about working out of Hungary, and your personal details. By this time you should know, and you would know the basic registration number. I will show you again. It comes from here. Write your name, your registration number you might know by the time, and then double click and then slide it, right? And then search it. You'll find your name and then click on the data sheet and you'll see more about your basic registration number. So you enter that, your surname, your given name, name at birth, mother's maiden name, name and place of birth, and your nationality. At the end, you write your full name. Hereby you declare that you are a health worker with the foreign citizenship and you don't intend to work in the area of health in Hungary. And the permission for health activity certificate of registration or operational registration is only necessary due to the recognition of professional qualification abroad. Yes, as you remember in my previous video, I said that many countries do require to have your active operational license in the country that you graduated from. For example, US, Canada, and also Britain. So that's what you are agreeing to. And because of the above mentioned, it is not obligatory to have the member of the chamber, right? Because you're not going to work in Hungary. You put the date on, sign it, print it, attach these two applications, pay the bank fee 3,000 forints, and then either post them or ask them by email when you can go in person to register with them. And that's it. It will take maybe 7 to 21 days, and you get your AEEK registration card in your mailbox, and this is like your license. Now the last thing, right? If you want to work in Hungary and you are a nurse, a medical doctor, or a midwife, then you go to this chamber's website before you fill out these two forms, because you remember, if you want to apply to the chamber, then you should have a basic operational registration number, which will come from this website. As I said, Kereshu, right? This number will come from this website. And if you want to work in Hungary, then you need another number. You see here it says I have membership, and yes, name of the chamber, beginning and the end of the chamber membership. Now you will not know these two things unless you have registered with the chamber itself. So for nurses, midwives, and physiotherapists, before you fill out all these forms, you go to this chamber in person, or maybe contact them by email and ask how to proceed. And let's say this is their website. Once you have taken the registration, then you go back and fill these forms out and then send it to the AEEK. A little bit of additional administration process, but that's it. That's about it. So since I don't know, if you are in Page, then you choose Barania County, and then it will show you the office details here, their opening hours, and any additional information. I guess it's about coronavirus. It says personal customer reception has been paused, only electronic administration is done. If you don't understand how to do that, just write them on this email or contact them by phone during their opening hours. This is the address, just in case you are curious. And yeah, that's about it. And if you live in Budapest or somewhere else, then you choose your county and then you'll be good to go. So if I show you the Budapest office, it's here. Now you can see it says that holidays are here, and these are their opening hours, and also the personal customer service has been paused. And this is their address, their contact number, and their email address. So that's how you register with them. Documents that they will ask, just send them electronically and they will get back to you within their administration timelines. And yeah, once you get your number from the MESZK, then you get back to these two forms, you fill it out and then submit it to the AEEK, and you'll be good to go. So this is how you apply for your nursing, dentist, medical doctor, pharmacologist, or physiotherapist, or midwife, or dietitian registration license in Hungary. Thank you so much for watching. And another thing that you might want to consider is when you apply for the foreign nursing bodies, like you apply in your country or move abroad, then those countries might have a set rule of requirements that they would ask you or ask your Ministry of Health, where you graduated from, to provide. And there are some certificates that I'm going to talk to you about in the next video. They include good character certificate or certificate of good standing, certificate of conformity, certificate on your verification on your qualifications, and so many more. So in the next video I'm going to talk to you about all these certificates, how much money do they cost and how to apply for it, what are the eligibility criterias, and I guess this would be the final video in this series of healthcare professional license registration in Hungary. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.